Situated on the west side of Oahu is one of the most awesome beaches in all of Hawaii. Even nature thinks so. Why else would this beautiful butterfly choose this location to handle its business? Because it's awesome, bruh. Continuing my series on awesome Oahu hikes, today I visited the Mermaid Cave. So without further ado, let's get into it on The Planet Traveler. Zablon Beach is located on the driest part of Oahu. Seriously, it rained the entire time on our way to this beach, and this is what we were greeted with when we got here. As you can see, at times, the waves can be a bit rough here. Needless to say, you should exercise caution while visiting this place. There have been a number of deaths at this location. A few people have been sucked out the mouth of the cave due to powerful waves. It is best to visit Mermaid Cave during low tide, so be sure to check the charts. I started my quest by surveying the lay of the land. I wanted to have a look around before jumping into the cave. Truth be known, I came to Mermaid Cave twice, once by myself and the other with a companion. The roughness of the waves concerned me the first time I came here, so I wanted to check out the place. Of course, seeing the number of deaths claimed by the sea didn't help. My point is not to scare you, but rather stress the importance of staying safe. After looking around, I was ready to check out the cave. I made my way to the entrance. I found a large opening towards the entrance of the cave and moved in for a closer look. On a side note, if you decide to visit this location, I wouldn't recommend wearing sandals. The rocks are jagged and are capable of shredding the soles of your feet. After getting my first look at the cave, I still hadn't determined if I was going in. I headed towards the cave entrance. I sat around for a few minutes debating whether or not to go in. Not only were the waves rougher than I would like them to be, I wasn't convinced I could climb out of the cave. At the time, I was by myself, so there would be no one to call for help should I need it. Ultimately, I decided not to go in. A few days later, I came back to Mermaid Cave, determined to finish what I started. On that day, the ocean was a bit calmer than the first time I tried to go in. Okay, it's a moment of truth. It's time to get in. Okay, the funny thing about these volcanic rocks is they are capable of being very sharp. So I want to see if I can get in here and not cut my pants or rip my pants. It's about about 7 or 8 foot drop, so you definitely want to be careful when you get in here. Oh, excellent. Now that I'm in, that's the easy part. Getting out, it's a different story.
But we'll worry about that a little bit later. All right, let's go do some exploring. Might be a good idea to take my hat off though. All right, let's go. It is freaking beautiful in here, man. If you want to come into Mermaid Cave, it's very important that you exercise caution. The waves can get rough, and you definitely don't want to get slammed into the rocks because you will definitely be hurting. The ceiling is very low. Look at this. This is amazing. Beautiful.
I was glad that I decided to wait for more ideal conditions to enter the cave. At that moment, the cave had a sense of peacefulness about it. The tranquil water along with the scattered lights from above made the place seem unworldly. The highlight of the experience for me had to be the skylights. It was what made the place so beautiful. The peacefulness only lasted for a few minutes because once again, the waves were starting to kick up.
I don't think I'm gonna go much further though, because I don't want a wave to come in here and slam me into the rock. The ceiling is really low, but it is beautiful. Look at this.
Finally done frolicking around, it was time to deal with one of the biggest challenges of the cave, climbing out. There was a ladder there, but it wasn't in the best of states. It was broken and it looked dangerous. Having said that, thank God it was there, because I don't think I could have climbed out without it. The hole was simply too deep. So, in closing, if you decide to come to Mermaid Cave and you want to make your life easy, bring a ladder. Good job.